All right.
Okay.
So I want to wrap this up. Here's the deal. A lot of this shorting started when we got the jabs, the COVIDs, all the businesses going out of business. So hey, I have no doubt, and some of it was probably should have been done. Is the funds got together and said, okay, we're going to make money taking this company. We'll just say AMC. It's a movie theater. You can't even go to the movie theater. So let's make money driving this out of business. So that was the idea. Same with GME. So they got all their money together and let's short it till to hell and back. And we're going to not have to pay for these shorts that we put our money in up front, except for the interest that has held since then to have the shorts. And what happened is the economy came back quicker than was expected. And some of these companies like AMC and GME, thanks to us dumb apes, we kept it alive. We kept it just above board until everything bounced back. So now they don't want to pay the pauper. They put all that money in to drive it out of business. 100-year-old company, by the way, AMC. They wanted to drive it out of business. That was the whole plan. I have no doubt about it. It's not out there
what
saying
about
that.
Taylor Swift? What about Taylor Swift? And
well, that's my point.
Her giant, hey, I'm going to save AMC. Let's have concerts at AMC.
Which, by the way, this is not an announcement, but Usher. Now they have Usher
coming
out in the theaters.
But God, I missed Usher.
You missed my point, though, is that and these aren't the only two companies. There's been plenty that they were successful in driving out of business. They didn't have to pay for the shorts, and it was all 100% profit, right? So that was in my opinion, that was the strategy, and to a degree, a good strategy, unless they were responsible for driving these out of into bankruptcy. That's where I have a problem. It's like there's a line there. And AMC made it back, and they're mad about it. They're pissed about it because they were not able to bankrupt it, and I have no doubt that's what they were trying to do. So now they're trying to work their way out of that. So here's a couple of things, though. Short and distort is illegal. It is in the books as being illegal. You just have to prove it. Second is pump and dumps are illegal. You just have to prove it. But to prove it, you got to have regulators that will dig in and dive in and actually take the time. And I don't think motivation is there to do that, in my opinion. Third is there is a short sale rule, which finally was enacted. And again, virtue signaling or not, I mean, you can put a rule in all day. But if it's not followed up on and regulated, then it doesn't matter. It's just another rule that gets circumvented. But it starts, by the way, and if you want to see change, if it's supposed to happen, it's going to be 2025 in January. It's next January. So what you'll see is things
under new administration, under what's going to make it January? I need to know.
That's the date that it becomes live. So and by the way, the funds since then have all been fighting it. Ken Griffin came out and said he was fighting this rule because it is a rule for transparency that you can go back and that these guys have to actually report their short positions and report them after 30 days. And if you cross a certain percentage of, and I won't get into the details, then you have to report it. So they haven't had to do that in the past. So this is a new rule that is enacted in January of 2025. So guess what? A bunch of apes are going to hold their stuff till at least January, and then they'll find a way to circumvent it again. But anyway, that's what's happening right now. It's a worldwide movement, whether it actually be real or just virtue signaling, which is how it started this off, against short selling. And Warren Buffett, hey, he's on our team.
Yeah, but what about the accredited investors, Darren? What about the accredited investors, where basically if they know that they can move the market, the SEC has basically made them register because they have so much money to move the market. They have ways of just saying, you know what? Okay, if I can't do this, let me go to a dark pool. Let me go here, let me go here, let me go here. Let me devalue, basically spread out my assets across the Fidelities, Chase, wherever. And basically to say, okay, I sold my position here, here, and here. All they're doing is spreading it out so it's harder to detect.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's
what
I'm inferring here is that, well, because there's a thing called the CAT system, which we won't get into, but the CAT system is supposed to allow you to track origination to the endpoint. But like you said, people get paid way too much money to circumvent and learn how to do that. And so there has to be some type of worldwide movement, which is starting, hopefully, to start challenging this and not just let them then just bankrupt all these companies.
On